Hello and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, and with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, going.
Buddy, it's going great. Oh, great,
You are
great.
so dramatic. Absolutely dramatic.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
Golly.
Listen, I'm going
So
through it. You should be cradling me like a little baby right now, giving me
you
like,
are a baby,
giving me
a
hot
big
honey drinks.
baby.
I mean, yes, but
I told you, look, if you're gonna be a big time
oh
streamer,
my
you've
goodness.
got to get the throat lozenges, or how do you pronounce that? Lozenges,
Lunges.
and the hot tea, the warm tea. Celine Dion has tea with her all the time. Barbara Streisand, they
And
all
that's the
have it.
way it is.
So get on it, buddy. Don't be canceling shows because I can't talk.
Listen, even Aretha had to cancel shows because she couldn't talk. That's just
Please.
that's just what's like being a diva. I mean, I can't help it.
Yes, you can. You better start talking to yourself in the house there. Get your voice
Li-
going.
Listen, I talk to myself plenty, and I answer myself
Mm,
too sometimes. But
yes, you do, actually. Yes, you do. So, with that, thank you for sending out the great schedule. Three, I only caught two of the three streams because the
mm,
other one was canceled. But yeah, I think your voice went out because you were screaming at all the jump scares.
oh my
That's what it
goodness,
was.
yes, I played a scary game this past week, and so someone told me. So the one game that I picked, whatever, it's supposed to be like a psychological kind of thrill, whatever. And someone that I played a game with was like, "Oh yeah, there's no jump scares." They fully well knew there was jump scares, but they thought they were being
Because they knew
funny.
you.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
They
so I
knew
played the
you.
game like thinking, oh, nothing's going to jump out at me, la, la, la. And then something jumped out at me and I screamed a
Yes.
scrump that I have never scrumped before. So,
Uh-huh, and your neighbors came to the door. "Is everything okay? Is everything alright?" You're like, "Just playing a video game, sorry."
my neighbor's like, ooh, maybe someone finally got him. I can finally take over his place now.
You're stupid. No,
uh,
that was pretty funny, yeah, I said, to you that, you probably weren't gonna be able to sleep either.
no. Well, I did a palate cleanser after that. So,
Oh
you
my
play a
god.
game that's not so scary and then your brain forgets it. So,
Yeah. That's what I usually do. If I watch a scary movie, I'll end up watching cartoons right afterwards
there
so
you
that I
go.
can the last thing on my mind is Bugs Bunny.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of Bugs Bunny, how was your week?
It was a comedy experience.
Oh, great.
No, it was good. It was good. I had a good week. Like I say, nothing too exciting. And pug sitting this week. So
Aw.
Frankie's been terrorizing Angel. But they're doing great, having a good time with that. And yeah, just the weather's been good. Nothing too exciting going on. Let's see, was there anything happen? Oh, so one of our good friends, I think I sent this information to you. One of our good friends, uh, neighbor passed away, and she had to go to the house because the old man came knocking at the door.
Aw.
And she went over to try to perform CPR, but unfortunately, the lady was already deceased. And I have this crime uh app on my phone that tells me anything that's going on,
Mhm.
and I found it, and it was like, "Oh my god, is this you?"
Wait, why is she on the crime app? Like
Because it was, they said it was the deceased woman, because they called it in 911,
Yeah.
and so they had to call it in, and they, it put it on. So it's like an alert that tells you what's going on in your neighborhood and stuff like that, and they just called it the crime alert or something like that. It
Aw.
wasn't a crime, but it was a death crime. So
Yeah.
at any rate, so we were talking about that and everything. So yeah, she unfortunately did not make it, but she tried to. I was like, well, you couldn't do anything, and she had already been gone for hours. She said so,
Oh my
hours.
goodness.
Yeah, she was already in there for
And
hours.
she still
Apparently,
did CPR
well,
after?
you never know. She said she tried to attempted to do something because you never know. Some people have come back. Superman came back.
That good point. You know what? Good point.
Okay. All right.
Next time, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't. I haven't dealt with enough deceased people to know. But I'd be like,
Mhm.
if they were like stone cold, like when I got to them, like
No,
I
she
don't know
said
if
she
I
was a
could.
little warm. She said she was still warm. So, but you could tell her jaw was, stiffening. She was
Yeah.
rigor was
Oh,
starting to get in there. But she said she was still warm a little bit. So,
well, there you go, everyone. There is your morbid,
yeah,
morbid
it's not
portion.
more. Yeah, so I've been talking to her about that all week, just trying to get more details.
I said, I think I would need therapy after that, though. Like, try to save
Yeah,
someone, you couldn't do anything about it. Like, I don't know. I think I have to
yeah,
make a quick call to the guy that runs my liquor store down the street or something.
our friend, she didn't care.
I
She
know.
went right on back home and made some coffee and started her day.
But good for her though. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how I'd react in that situation, but
We know how you would react, and it would not be
ah.
good. It would not it would not be good.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. So, you know what? Let's get into the episode. Thanks everyone for listening to our little banter. Like I say, just two friends getting together, and sometimes we like to chit chat and we forget there's an audience. So,
Or that there's an episode we were doing.
there's an episode we're actually doing. We're not just, chopping it up.
Right.
So with that, buddy, I've got some good ones for you, I think.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
I got two episodes that probably are considered red flag drama. Okay. So today's episode has two stories that start with warning signs and end in tragedy.
Oh,
At least one of them does. One involves a husband who had a secret life that apparently he was a pedophile, right?
oh,
And
jeez.
that secret life led to murder. The other is about a first date that turned terrifying when a man allegedly told his date, "This is where I was going to kill you."
Oh.
Yeah. Buckle up, people. Buckle up.
Ooh.
As always, these stories involved alleged violent crimes. We're discussing what is already out in the public,
Hmm.
but there's still a lot of undetermined things and that are happening in legal proceedings for this stuff, at least for one case. But let's go ahead and get into it, people. Story one, which I'll say is called "When the Secret Came Out." You like that?
Just like when you came out.
Came out to Ohio. Okay. Our first story centers around a husband whose hidden life allegedly unraveled when
Mm,
his wife discovered evidence suggesting that he had sexually abused children.
ugh.
According to investigators, that discovery led to a confrontation that ultimately ended with her death and his suicide. Now, Sarah Gilson, 43, was fatally shot by her husband, Jeremiah Duffy, who also went by Sean Duffy on social media. Okay. Now they both had social media platforms. I guess her was a little bit more famous than his.
Mm,
I didn't hear either one of them, but at any rate.
right.
Now, just imagine finding out that the person you built your life with is hiding something that is, horrific. mm, Especially something like this. So,
Right.
according to authorities, instead of taking responsibility for what he was accused of, he allegedly chose violence against the one person who knew the truth. On July 11th, Gibson posted a TikTok video for more than her 30,000 followers accusing her husband of being a pedophile. She captioned the video that she was preparing for her Netflix documentary. Now
Yeah.
you know that trend that everyone does where they're sitting down and preparing because that's how the Netflix
And they're
documentaries
just like,
are.
is the camera over here? Is the camera? Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
he's
here,
like,
kind of
Is
thing.
it right here? Okay, right
Yeah.
here."
I'm
So
going to do that
she
about you one of these days, but mm,
So, she
yelling at
was
me because I had
preparing
a
for this.
sore throat. Where do I sit? Over here? Okay.
She was preparing this, and her documentary was entitled, about how my husband, soon to be ex-husband rather, I found out was, and basically it was like, dun dun dun,
Right.
not SUV. No, no, what is it?
Well, the Netflix thing
Law
is
and
like
Order.
doing or something like that. Or yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
Law and Order.
that's Law and Order's
Don't.
getting my shows mixed up, people, sorry.
House of what?
The
House of
video
Dragons?
you know what? I'm gonna get my dragon and come blow you up, alright. Alright, the video followed a popular, TikTok trend where creators pretend that they were being interviewed for a future Netflix documentary, as I
Mhm.
said. At that time, many viewers probably thought it was just another, viral trend for her to do. But
Yeah.
looking back, it's actually really heartbreaking because she ended up being killed by her husband. Now, reports are stating that about a month earlier, June 9th or so, a little girl on one of his teams that he coached or something like that told her parents that she was touched inappropriately
Mm,
by him at the basketball team that he was coaching. And apparently, someone saw him as well.
mm.
So, according to police, another coach witnessed it and immediately intervened and reported what happened to the girl's parents. So, those allegations are what they were saying were true. Then Sarah was dealing with a lot more than infidelity and financial lies. She was confronting allegations that her man she married had harmed children,
Right.
which is always, the worst thing possible.
Mhm.
I mean, could you imagine finding out that your partner that you've been with for years and years is could be a pedophile?
Right.
You know, I know that it's somebody you trusted. Is all of a sudden you're realizing this, and it can be heartbreaking. It's devastating. I know that when I found out that our president could possibly be a pedophile, it nearly shattered my world.
Right.
So
Uh,
allegedly, people, allegedly. I'm kidding,
especially like if you're in a
mostly,
relationship with
mostly.
kids too, like, like that to me would be like, did you like touch our kids? Like I'm,
Yeah,
going into like a
exactly.
DEF CON whatever level at
DEFCON
that point.
5? Is that 5? Yeah.
Sure.
Um, so sure, right. But seriously, again, anything involving children is always, that's what really gets people. And so
Yeah.
what makes this story so disturbing is the allegations. It's not just that, but it's the betrayal. It's,
Hmm.
again, finding out that the person that you've spent your life with, entrusted, with, is could be harming others and children at that point.
Yeah.
And so instead of, him owning up to it or, just suffering whatever may happen, he decided he was going to kill his wife and murder and commit suicide for himself. So unfortunately, they are both deceased, and now their family is dealing with the fallout of all of that. And it's when you look at it, it's just she started this out as a TikTok trend, but it was the truth.
Right.
And could she have handled it better, instead of going on social media and doing all that? I don't know. I'm just it's what are your thoughts? Should she had done that, or obviously counseling wasn't going to work, you know.
Right.
But what do you do in that instance? I don't know that I would have jumped on social media to say, "Hey, yoo-hoo, my husband's a pedophile." I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways that I guess I could look at this because, like, me personally, I probably wouldn't like put it on social media, but I know like that is kind of our world right now. Like, everything needs to be in front of a
Right.
camera, what have you. But, maybe that's her way of like coping and dealing with it is to make that TikTok or what have you. I mean,
Yeah.
I she definitely did not deserve what had happened to her, regardless if she made a TikTok or not. Like, that's not in
Exactly.
question. But yeah, I don't know if I would be able to put something like that. But at the same time, like your husband, like you said, the guy that you trusted and knew is now like harming children. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna put you on blast, kind of thing. I could
Right.
see that aspect as well.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's I mean, eh, again, it's the kind of world like, we're constantly putting ourselves out there in front of cameras and that, and maybe it's just natural that's like her therapy too. Like, listen, I'm gonna put this out
True.
there. I did want to say though, like it was kind of crazy, like because I knew about this story too. I saw that TikTok, and she had already
Mhm.
been, unalived at this point. But I saw the TikTok,
Right.
not knowing the backstory. I'm like, ooh, this girl just called her husband out. Damn. And then like the very
Yeah.
next TikTok was someone said she murdered. I'm like, oh fuck, like what
Yeah.
the hell? Like you
Exactly.
just fuck
Mhm.
that guy, for also
Yeah.
taking the coward's way out too. Ugh. Mm.
Exactly. Yeah, devastating, like, again, to all the family members that, that for the children that he allegedly, again, I'm saying allegedly because nothing has, truly been said or done,
Hmm.
and he's not there to defend himself either, but, again, someone did see him,
Right.
with one child, and so, hopefully, they're getting that child the support and the help that they need as well. It's very hard. You entrust your children with these adults when they're doing sports and things
Yep.
like that. They go away to these camps. They go away to things, and you just don't know. And the way that a predator, you know, threatens children and they keep it quiet is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Your child. You're supposed to be their protector, and you can't protect them when you don't know, and it's so very hard. So to those family members. Hopefully, they are getting the help and support that they need. So, with that, let's turn to another kind of strange coupling. All right.
Okay.
So, you go on a first date. You know how you get all those hinge dates and everything like that, and you go on this date
Hmm.
and they take you, you know, off running, camping, hiking. First of all, don't ever do that. All right.
Right. Nope.
So this sounds something like straight out of a horror movie. All right. A
Hmm.
woman went on a first date with a man that she, again, they hinged, hooked up. And I've never been on that app, shockingly. And
Anything that
so
involves me having to like meet people in person, I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
nah, I'm good. I just, we'll just do it like this.
Right.
So she went on this date with him and they went on a jogging date. Now, who takes somebody out for a first date and go jogging? Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at me. I'm not going to be doing anything but sitting at a bar. All right. So
Right.
they go out jogging and they reach this remote area and in the video because she's recording it and she's
Hmm.
saying how he keeps leaving her, like running ahead of her,
Yeah.
and she's like, this is weird, why is he doing that kind of thing, and she's just kind of making it light and funny and whatever like that. So they get to this area and it looks like in New York City, how they have those underground tunnels or something like that,
Yeah.
and it's really quiet and dark and everything. Well, they get to there, and he turns to her and says, "Huh, this is where I was gonna kill you."
Right.
Yeah, right. Now, at first, you might
Uh,
think maybe it was a terrible joke, and, he is just kind of awkward or whatever like that.
yeah.
But when someone, you've recently met says something like that, it, kinda should send some alarms to you, right?
Right.
And so, you should, 1, run away screaming, but 2, he didn't know she was recording, and when he did realize it, he was like, "Oh, are you recording?" And she was
Yes.
like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, yeah, haha, it was a joke," kinda thing like that. And so, obviously, the comments on her video were like, "Girl, you need to get out of here." Now,
Hmm.
let me just put this out here. She's a black woman, and he was a white man.
Right.
Right away, people, you already know.
Run, girl,
So,
run.
run, girl,
You're
run.
already running.
So,
Just go the other way.
okay, what do we say? "Girl, you in danger." So
Molly, you in
so
danger,
the
girl.
yes, that's her name, Molly. So she, again, he laughs it off and she was like, "Ha ha," laughs it off and everything like that. But all the comments were like, red flag, get away, run."
Hmm.
So, they are going through all of this. And then when it all is said and done, she still is going out with this guy.
She was
Yeah.
defending him, is what I heard.
She was defending him,
Mm,
girl. It was crazy. So it's like, people are telling her, "You need to run," literally,
right,
"Never see this man again." And then here's the plot twist. She's still telling people, "Hey, it's okay. It was a joke. He wasn't being serious and everything." And they ended up going out again on another date, and she posted the pictures of them going out and stuff like that. And so everybody again is giving their views and talking about it. And we're like, "Girl, what is your problem?"
right,
That right there, if you hadn't recorded it, was he really gonna kill you?
right.
But still, that is what you say to somebody on a first date,
Mm,
you know? So the next comment I read was that, everybody's now waiting for her Netflix
right.
documentary of "My hinge date killed me," you know? Now, hopefully,
Ugh,
obviously, that never happens. And, again, maybe that was just his weird, nerdy way of trying to be funny.
yeah,
I don't know. For me, it was that's a red flag. And I have been like, yeah, I'm going back the other way. Don't follow me.
right.
Or do something to try to make sure. But yeah, I'm glad she had the camera on at least. But that that's weird. Would you I mean,
That's
I could
weird.
not. It is. It's very
Uh,
weird. And it's just the way he said it. He stopped and was like, "This is where I was gonna kill you."
right. And this because recently we did a story on a guy that unalived himself in prison because he was getting charges pressed on him for his wife falling off of that one hiking trail, So I think of that.
Yeah.
And then, your first
Falling.
date, yeah, like your first date is going to be running with some guy to like some remote place that leads into like this dark tunnel kind of thing. Like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, first off,
Right.
like you said, who jogs on a first date? First of all, you're all sweaty and gross. And I get
Exactly.
there's people out there like that. Don't come for me. It just sounds
Mhm.
horrible. Like you said, take me to a place where
Yeah.
there's tons of other people that can see what's going on. Because if you're going to murder me, you're
Mhm.
going to have to murder me in front of all these strangers, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all,
And it was.
yeah. And like second of all, I don't want to be like trying to like make out with somebody like all sweaty and, bleh, and out of breath.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, I'm like, "That's not sexy." And there was honestly nobody around when they were
Right.
jogging. I mean, it was wooded area, trees, and it was just very weird. That's the only word I can think of. Very weird.
And like you
Um,
said, like he kept running ahead of her faster in the video. It shows it too. Like he'd like leave her at certain point. So in my head, I'm like,
yeah,
oh, he's getting the
sprinting.
space ready. He's getting the
Yep,
ropes, the trash bags, all that. Like, girl,
everything.
just turn around.
He
Like,
probably had the kill kit sitting somewhere, and yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, I mean, again, to each his own. If that's what
hmm,
she likes, if you
yeah,
girl, you that desperate for a
no.
man that you'll take somebody that said they were about to kill you. All right, girl, I'll be watching your movie when it comes out.
uh,
So we get to the part now where I give you some terrible advice.
mm,
All right.
mm, mm, mm.
Now, for today's terrible advice, if your date tells you this is where I was going to kill you, don't laugh it off with, "Oh, you're so funny." Instead, say, "Ah, what are the odds? I picked the same place to kill you." Hmm. Don't actually say that, people.
And then
Run
then
if
you have a
anybody
standoff.
says
Both of you
that.
have got knives out. Like,
Yeah, you stand the standoff. My trash bag is bigger than yours. You
yeah.
know, I
Uh,
have a suitcase or that blue barrel. You know how people have those blue barrels where they stuff bodies in?
I always tell
Yeah,
you, do it in the blue barrel and then bury them
yeah,
underneath
always.
cement.
Always in the blue barrel. But again, seriously, and if your spouse is hiding, a terrible secret, I don't think that couples counseling is going to help when the secret is that he is either a pedophile, a murderer, or
Mm,
some sort of sick individual. Something like that's not going to help you. All right. I just get out while you can. Stay safe, people out there.
mm.
You never know what may happen. You just don't know people the way you think you know. I mean, and this woman was married to her husband for years. and never
Yeah.
saw the red flags? I don't know. So, how do you find the red flags? How do you know, try to help understand what people are thinking? It's really hard
Hmm.
to kinda to do that. I mean, I still see red flags on you, but we're still friends. Luckily,
Yeah.
you're still in Ohio,
Right.
so
I was just gonna say I avoided all the red flags when we first met each other, and look at us now.
mhm, and look at us now, happily married.
Still a bunch of red flags, but
Still a bunch, but, I feel so safe with you.
oh my goodness, this is where I was gonna murder you.
Okay. I mean, this is crazy, people, it really is. I
Mm,
mean, what today's stories remind me of is that there's warning signs, and that you have to, be able to notice those warning signs, trust your instincts, like Olivia Pope says, "Trust your gut." And if your gut tells you it's wrong, get out of there. Hopefully, you will survive it and, move on from it, but at any rate, try to watch for those red signs. People nowadays, you just don't know what secret people are hiding, and or what people want to do to you because they have some sick fantasy. I don't know, but either way, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
this is why I avoid people in real life. Someone's gonna murder you eventually.
Somebody is always going to murder you. Something's going to happen. And so, yeah, what advice would you have for these two? This, unfortunately, well, one now. That's horrible. But
Yeah.
boom. What kind of advice would you have?
Yeah, so as always, I want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals and our advice should not be
Clearly.
taken seriously. Clearly, I mean, listen to us just now for the past 15 minutes. But what qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we survived the Castros 2 for 1 night without getting kidnapped by that man in a van who said he was just blatantly going to kill us.
Right.
And we got out of there quickly, but we're able to lead you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
Thankfully, he was trying to get us to jog with him. I'm like, excuse me, jog?
Excuse me, jog?
I'm
My
gonna
beer might spill.
I'm gonna spill my 2-for-1 vodka sodas. Like, no.
Okay.
So today we'll be pulling our questions from Reddit's Am I the Asshole category.
Yes, you are.
Well, you should have saw the red flags. Sorry.
I
But
did.
if you have a question you want us to answer, please feel free to send it over to our DM, socials, what have you. Maybe your question will end up on the next episode.
Hmm. Okay.
So, first one I have here is Am I the asshole for breaking up with a boyfriend over an unfunny prank?
Uh-oh.
So they go on to say this is a female dating a male. So, okay, so I dated John. Listen, I got to
Thanks for
specify.
clearing that up.
Yes. So I dated John about 8 years ago. So we were 25-ish at the time. It was almost a year-long relationship, 10 months or so. A week ago was the first time I've seen John since because we're both at a friend's party who was celebrating that friend becoming a father. John got super drunk and decided to tell anyone who would listen the story of how we broke up. Sounds like someone else I
Uh-oh.
know.
I was
So
about to say.
after hearing it, mostly men were telling me I completely overreacted. Ugh, here we
Oh
go.
God, here we go.
Mm, the manosphere. Ugh.
Mm.
So here's the story that started our breakup. John was staying at my place that night. I woke up and it was Saturday morning. I went downstairs to make coffee. I heard him having a shower upstairs and he came down dressed and ready to go to work. I figured out he got confused and thought it was a work day. I mean, I've done that before. Shop like, oh shit, I'm late for work and it's Saturday.
Uh, uh.
I didn't say anything until he was putting his shoes on. I was repeatedly asking him, so what day is it? Until he got a bit mad, looked at his smartwatch and saw it was Saturday. He was quite mad at me and said it was a bad prank and he'll pay me back.
What?
Right?
That wasn't a prank on her part.
Right. You just pranked your own damn self.
Okay.
So the next day we were apart and he texts me, we need to talk. I'm so sorry. I got another girl pregnant. To which
Here.
I replied something along the lines of, if this is your attempt at a payback prank, consider it failed. After that, John double, triple, and quadrupled down on it. He swore to everything he holds dear that it was true, and even sent me a clearly fake ultrasound picture.
Mm,
I kept telling him,
okay.
dude, I don't believe you. Stop. You're making this you're making this incredibly weird. He did not back down. After a full day of convincing me in vain, I was so weirded out that I told him, well, okay, if you're having a baby with a mystery lady, then we need to break up. And he
Mm.
was like, ha 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 ha, my prank worked. Boom, pranked.
Oh my God. What a
Uh,
what a jerk.
what a piece. So
Okay.
after this incident, I was too weirded out by him. We broke up a few days later with him being completely unwilling to acknowledge he took it too far and framing it as I just needed some more convincing to fall for it.
Oh my
So
God.
8 years
Yeah.
later, he clearly still
Oh,
heard about it because he was telling everyone and basically doing a poll on who was wrong. Some people were coming up to me and telling me it was just a joke. So am I the asshole for breaking up with the guy over a bad prank?
first of all, it was 8 years prior.
Yeah,
Gosh, and
and
he's
he's
still
still
talking about it?
talking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he was devastated. First of all, she never pranked him. She was just he's the one that jumped up and thought it was a Monday to go to work.
Yeah,
And she was just looking at him like, "Dude, what's today?" She didn't prank him.
right,
That was all his doing. At least that's what it sounded like. She didn't change his watch to make it seem like it. That was him.
right.
So she was just kind of like, "Hey, you do know what today is, right?" And for him to take it that far to saying that he got somebody pregnant, that he got all this to prank her back
Hmm.
when she didn't even prank you, dude. That was your dumb fault. No, she's not the asshole. And again, she dodged the bullet because he's a weirdo, a jerk.
I mean, yeah, like you said, it's not like she like ran into his bedroom and like woke him up like, oh my God, you're gonna be late for work kind of thing, or,
Right.
or
Right.
was just like, have a great day at work. She was just like, what day is it? What day
Yeah.
is it? Kind of thing until he got
Yeah.
pissed
She was
at
just
her.
telling him. Yeah,
Right. And
because
looked at his
what?
watch.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, you did that to yourself.
Hmm. It's just like that
I don't
time that
know.
you told me that you were pregnant, and then I was like, whatever, stop breaking me. And you really were. And now we have Ray Ray.
It's so ridiculous.
uh,
Oh my god.
but
Yes.
so this kind of like one of the reasons why I picked this because it made me think of your story about the guy jogging and it's like, oh, this is going to murder you. Like,
Yeah,
bros, y'all need to get some better sense of humor. Something.
exactly.
Uh, all right. So next
Change up
one,
your routine.
right? Yes, please get a different bit. Something. That makes me like, how many times did he tell women that he was going to murder them in that tunnel? Do you think that's like his icebreaker on these jogging dates that he
I
does?
exactly. Or is he a serial killer and we just don't know? Yeah,
Mm, 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 mm,
because
mm.
those women aren't around to say, "Hey, he did the same thing to me."
Ugh, oh, horrible. So,
Yeah.
next one I have is, am I the asshole for ignoring my sister for weeks after she told me she's no longer gay?
I'm sorry, what?
I ain't gay no more. I like women's.
Oh my god.
That guy. So, they go on to say, hi, probably should have created a throwaway to post this, but here it goes. I, 27-year-old female, and my girlfriend, 29-year-old female, had awkward dinner with our family last Sunday. For context, we have family dinners with my uncle's family and my sister, who's 29, to catch up. We try to make a tradition out of it since our mom lives in another island, so we try to keep in touch as much as we can with our uncle. Last week was pretty exciting since they invited my girlfriend to come have dinner with us. Most of our family members are quite homophobic, and
Eeh.
some just tolerate gay people.
Mm.
There's somebody else I know. So
Oh.
it was quite an issue when me and my sister came out a year ago. Anyway, that's
Okay.
right. Both
Yeah.
lesbians.
Mm.
Anyway, me and my girlfriend arrived early to spend the day and buy a small gift or token for my uncle's family and auntie. We later met up with my sister to have coffee and line up at the restaurant, since the restaurant does not allow reservations. Fast forward to us being seated and we continue to catch up. All of a sudden, my sister blurted out, "I don't think I'm gay anymore." And of, and of course, me and my girlfriend were shocked but kept quiet since she went on to say, "I don't know, it just feels boring and I don't really like women, you know?"
Same girl, same.
Yeah, I've been with
Um,
you for years on that one.
it's
Uh,
so stupid.
that was
Okay.
that was news to me. So I asked her, why did she feel this way? She just kept insisting it was boring, and I told her I don't quite understand what she was trying to say. She ignored that and then went on to say that she's confused on she identifies now. She said, "I'm
Mm,
afraid to be labeled straight or an ally because it's a little boring compared to being bisexual."
wow.
I love her.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Straight people are just boring. Gay people are just boring. Thinking about doing the whole bi thing.
Oh my God.
Uh,
She just sounds boring herself. Okay.
right.
Go
Just
ahead.
as I was going to respond, our uncle and his family arrived, and we proceeded to eating dinner. By the time dessert arrived, I wasn't in the mood anymore, and thankfully, it was time to part ways. My sister
Yeah.
noticed that I was a little off since she messaged me about wanting to talk. She and I had a call. I told her I was not happy with how things ended, and I wish we were talking about it more, just to clear things up because I was just confused. I asked her feelings. And it's obviously second language here, but I asked her feelings and to expand on what she said about being bisexual as a personality because I thought I misunderstood her.
Mm.
Boy, was I wrong. She then proceeded to explain to me that she realized she made being gay her entire personality since high school, which made her cool and interesting.
Oh,
Mm.
I
I don't
mean,
get
yeah.
that, but that's how she puts it. She said she likes how loved and accepted she felt coming out. Like, girl, like what? We obviously did not go to the same schools. So,
Wow.
especially during college, which pissed me off. I asked her if she was just faking it this whole time, and she said she really doesn't know. She just realized she doesn't like women, but does not want to drop being a bisexual because she wants to keep it as her personality.
She got some problems.
She does. By that time, I don't know
Oh,
what to say. So I said, I don't understand what she wants from me. And I just hope she reevaluates and understands what she really feels. After that, I haven't been replying to her. And now I'm dreading the next Sunday dinner. I just feel the ick and disappointment. I just really felt like at that moment, I did not know my sister. And it stings when she labeled her gayness as a personality.
mm.
It really hurts hearing that, especially now that me and my girlfriend have been talking about getting married and buying a property together, which is unusual and impossible in an extremely backwards Catholic country. I mean, it
Mm.
sounds like they could be in the US, but so
Okay.
anyway, Reddit, am I the asshole for choosing to ignore my sister for days after she said she's no longer gay, but still wants to keep the bi label as her personality?
I mean, you know how I feel about labels. I'm just me. I don't want a label. But her sister, she can be who she wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't want to be gay, I mean, has she had a relationship? This is a whole.
She
We need to
has
open this
dated
up.
women is what one of the
Okay.
responses because someone else asked the same question. But yeah, she's been
Yeah.
dating women,
Okay. So then maybe she just been dating boring women.
right?
Who knows?
Hmm.
She sounds like she's boring herself. But again, you know, that's her decision, and it's not her sister. Her sister should love her regardless of what she is. Just because she's not gay like her, you're cutting her off. So what if she was, straight from the get go? Would you, she cut you off because you were gay? It's to me, it's like what do you call it, double edge kind of thing.
Hmm. I mean, Gay
Because
Like Me is my new autobiography that's coming out next month.
yeah, oh, yeah, I I just don't think that that's fair for her sister to, you know, shun her
Hmm.
because she decides that's not who she wants to be, that's not her personality. Let her be who she wants to be, just like she's letting her sister be gay and have this relationship. I don't, yeah, she's an asshole to me. She's the asshole
Mm.
for being like that and choosing to act like that. Support your sister regardless of how whatever it is. And if she's being a jerk and just doing it just because, and you felt like I could see if she felt like, okay, she was doing it for attention and whatnot, but she's dated women, so it's just not her thing. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next thing.
Bisexuality.
Support bisexuality. So let's just embrace and be the family. That's it. That's all. So yeah, I think she's an asshole.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
I can see her point of view because again, growing up being gay and being bullied and harassed because of it, and then I could see again someone like was also like, oh, I'm gay too, blah blah blah, and then later on they're just like, oh, I was just doing it for the popularity, and it's like, bitch, I went through all this other stuff and you're just doing it to be popular. Like I can see
Mhm.
that getting me in my own personal feelings, like being pissed about it, but at the same time, like people are people, like let them identify how they want to identify. Yeah, is it weird? But at the same time, like thinking about like, is the sister really asexual and then just doesn't like anybody but is confused about it? Like, I don't know.
She could probably just need counseling. Who knows? But either way, she needs to be supported, just like you wanted to be supported and whatnot. Just, take her to therapy.
Listen, I just want you to
Mhm.
support me in my hobbies of being a big old nerd that doesn't want to talk to
Yeah.
people. Mm.
Yeah, and sit in the house and play video games.
Sit in the house and play video games, get all fat and sassy.
Eat bread.
Eat bread, get all fat and sassy.
Soups.
Yes, I wonder how that lady's doing now.
Oh my
Should look
gosh,
her up.
that's great.
But yeah, I like again, I on one hand I get it because some people's experiences, like being gay or what have you, is not something that you're just like, this is how I'm feeling this week, or I did
Yeah.
to be popular. And it's just like, seriously?
Mhm.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get why she's up in the field. At the same time, it's your sister. You could just say, it's kind of weird, kind of fucked up, but I support you in your new bisexual discovery, even though you're not really
Lifestyle.
bisexual. Like, mm.
So ridiculous.
But
Yeah.
on that note, that's all I had this week.
And that is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, thank you so very much, everyone, for the new subscribers, the new comments. It's really great. Thank you again. We appreciate the good vibes, and we'll continue putting it out since you like it. Thank you.
Yeah, and be sure to check out our socials. I do have them linked below. Oh yeah, and also on the podcast episodes too. So the videos and the audio ones, our social should be linked down there. We have this new social media manager who's doing fantastic job, like announcing the episodes. So so
Uh,
happy that this person has taken the realms,
embraced.
embraced. Yes, and we'll see what else
Oh,
they'll like get us to shoot us, propel us, if you will, out into
to
the
the next level.
podcast sphere. Yes, yes.
Yes,
but yeah,
definitely.
if you joined because of those social media posts, please let us know because I would just love to give this person the recognition they deserve.
And a paycheck. Thank you.
Same, same. But anything else you want to take us out on today, Franklin?
Nope, just be kind to one another, and you know what? Be who you are.
Be who you are.
You are for your
Your
pride.
pride. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.